Welcome back to MCOC Al Bundy Rules. As I announced on my channel, the community section, I'm going to be working on some Act 5 guides. Going to be starting off with Act 5, Chapter 1, so 5.1.1. And to keep it realistic for y'all, I'm only going to be using 4-star champs during this stage for a bit on Act 5. Has worked the way up. So I'm looking at starting on the path to the right. We see Enhanced Fury there, Enhanced Armor Up. Nothing I'm going to be too worried about at all there. The big thing here, a few silly things, but Flare is the big one. Opponent gains 300% attack, but takes 100% of their max health. Personally, I decided to take this one right here for kind of easier completion because it's going to be quick and easy if you have a decent team for it. And if you're able to do fights quick. So my strategy is either get champions who can do some regeneration. Rogue is actually absolutely perfect for these kind of fights because she can get those large amounts of regeneration from her steal on S1. If I can get to her S1 before the fight is over, that is. Wolverine's regeneration and also Angela's regeneration are all champs that should be really, really good. The Flare is going to be fun because I'm able to end fights. Well, you just saw how quick. Keeping in mind only 4 stars, just rocking and rolling through that fight. Nice and easy breezy, right? Just the way we like it, easy breezy. Gonna continue my way down this path. Looking towards the next fight, seeing Electra coming up. Checking out that Electra as work our way over there. I'm going to double check the nodes, make sure nothing changed along the way. See the Flare. We do see some critical hit, critical damage. As long as you don't get hit, ain't going to have to worry about that. And again, remember with this Flare, you got to stay aggressive and or get champs who can get some health back. I'm going to be rotating through my champs on this path for many reasons. One, in case you don't have a specific champ that I'm using, I don't want you to think you have to use those champs because many will work. But number 2, I want to kind of rotate and even out the health losses from that. Oh, and we see some a little bit of dex going on by Electra. AI has been doing some crazy inconsistent dexing lately, by the way. And Dex Master Ninja style. Going to continue down this path. No other nodes, so just going to be following on the Flare. And so like I said, the Flare, all the paths I believe are going to have Flare on here for the global nodes. And the Flare is fun because you can just get it done quicker. Again, someone like Rogue is actually absolutely OP. One of the best champs. Well, not the best, but one of the best champs for Flare nodes. Because when you get to her S1, she's going to do more damage. She regenerates, heals back a good percentage of it. However, in order for that to work, I have to actually get an S1 off before the fight ends. The fight ended so quick from that extra oomph, power, attack, that I can even get an S1 off. So that can actually slow down my strategy on her a little bit. But if you can get S1s off with Rogue, you can just dominate fights with these kinds. So I'm going to try it again, this time on Quake. Trying to figure out if I can actually get to an S1 before the fight is over. Either way is good, because if I can't even get to an S1, that means that the fight's over super quick before I even lost too much health, which has been the case those couple ones. So, okay. Moving on along, considering we had that degeneration from the Flare, my health status is looking pretty well. Trying to click the button, a little bit of lag, laggity lag, and go on to now Unstoppable Colossus. Break out that Rogue again. Again, really trying to see if I can get her to where she can get to the point that I can get a S1 off, because that's going to be a big key to using her on Flare, is getting some. So I got that S1 and watch her health there. You see how she went from the 40s to the 70s. Back down because I got degeneration. But if you're able to get to those S1s with her, then it's very, very, very useful. She's kind of like a little cheat hack code for Flare node. But since she's doing so much damage on low health pools, making it a little bit difficult to get to those S1s. I'm looking at now, go ahead and break out my Odin for a little bit of fun. because hey, why not? So if you're not sure how I'm using Odin or what I'm doing with them, I recommend watching my tutorial on him. Always remember, I got my champion tutorial playlist. I have, I think, close to 60 tutorials on there now, all alphabetical order, so easy to find. And I have a good, actually I got technically 2 tutorials on him there, one pre-buff, one post-buff. Anyway, really like him, but then again, that fight was so quick, didn't really have an opportunity to show anything much on which he can do, even when these 4 stars are steamrolling through these health pools. I'm going to go and activate his pre-fight, something I probably should have done initially when using Angela, but no biggie, no biggie. Angela, another one if you're not sure how I'm using her, what's going on with. Ooh, look at that Dex by Black Bull, man. Look at this Dex Ninja. Come on, man. What is going on with AI? Every once in a while you'll see some of my videos where the AI just goes completely like 3rd degree ninja black belt Dex counter craziness, and that was one of those. Anyway, so if you're not sure what I'm doing with Angela, you will be able to figure out also in the champ tutorial section. I got one for her after her buff. Nice little buff. Like her so much, I brought my 6-star of her to R3 actually after I duped her. I had an option to dupe her from a 6-star Nexus not long ago. Picked that dupe in a heartbeat. Have put some SIG into her since then and loving her. So if I can, you know what, I have a limited amount of 4 stars ranked up because I stopped ranking up 4 stars 4 years ago, maybe longer than that. So I have a limited amount of them. But I was happy to see that I had ranked up Angela as a 4-star even way before the buff. And that's why you're going to see a lot of the champs I'm going to use are going to be older champs on my 4 stars, with a few exceptions like Odin. Took me a while before I put him as a 5-star. I wanted to try him out. My initial tutorial I did on Odin, I actually grinded from an arena, was actually with the 4-star. So he's one of my few rare exceptions of a newer champ that I have is a ranked up 4-star. But of course, after I got him as a 5-star, yeah, I stopped using the 4-star. I was just intrigued by him initially. Moving back on to Rogue here against Yellow Jacket. Got those hits going in, do a little intercepting. If you're not sure on some of my playstyles, what I'm doing, be sure to check out my video on different playstyles. Got a few of them in my tips. Check my tips playlist. You saw I got some health back from that S1. I couldn't get back in time to dex that S1. So I just took the block damage, took a decent amount of damage off of it. When you're dexing Yellow Jacket, it's best to stop at 4 hits on the combo, dash back, wait for him to launch it, bait it out. You can't dex it when you're too close. You got to be a step back before you're going to try to dex it. Otherwise, you're going to get clipped. And when he launched his S1 that second time, I was too close, so I just took the block damage. Break on back out this Odin, and Parry decided not to work there. Parry bugs, dex bugs still very relevant in the game. Hopefully we don't see that overly much, but you know, we'll probably see some. Take that portal across the way now. And use a little bit of energy. We see a lot of energy taken on these Act 5. This is only 511 and taking a good amount, but I don't mind using the energy refills. I have actually a ton in overflow that are getting ready to expire. Another reason I decided to go to this Act 5. I don't really have anything else to do in the game right now, so go back, see if I can help you all out. Breakout Wolverine. Again, Wolverine's good for these. You can get the fights done fairly decent along with the regeneration, and that was only 9 hits. Now we are at the boss, going to go against this Kang. We see is the health, so flare is still really the only thing. I mean, I want the quicker I get the fight done, the better, but it should be pretty easy to get the fight done quick, mainly because of that flare makes it nice and easy for that global node. I'm gonna break out Ultron just because why not? No real reason here, but he is my highest health champ right now, I think, so figured may as well just go ahead and use him, give him a little knee to the face, and nothing overly crazy I'm doing here. Just gonna go ahead and whap and tap and smack around that king, whoopity doop dub, and quick easy KO for the boss. That was an easy boss. Bosses get way harder later in content, by the way. 16 hits, super simple. And there we go. So there was my first walkthrough of Act 5 as I've gone back using 4 stars. Let me know what you think on this. Are you like this? Do you not like this? Because how far and how many of these I do are going to really depend on you all. Putting a little bit of time, effort, energy, resources into this, so want to make sure that they're going to be useful for you. If not, might put my resources elsewhere. Otherwise, please don't forget to click that top left icon, subscribe to MCOC, Al Bundy Rules, turn those notifications on. I got a little something for everyone.